guys, welcome back. Today is day 5 of the biggest mistakes first-time investors make. We're chatting about these topics so you don't make them. Number 5 is ignoring exit strategies and the I'll figure it out later thinking. LD, do you want to touch on this first? Just some. Go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm here to learn with you guys, and I would probably say one of my biggest weaknesses, also maybe one of my biggest strengths, is I'll figure it out later. So, I mean, help me out, guys. That's the problem I have. Sometimes I'll get into way too much stuff because I'll figure it out later, and then I'll burn myself out. So what's going to help me from doing that?
I think it depends on the scenario. Yesterday, we talked about putting the right team in place. I think delegating, right? Having somebody what your responsibilities are. And I think that if, you have your responsibilities because they've been divvied out amongst the team, no responsibility should be overwhelming. And I think you can't really say, I'll figure it out later when you've been assigned a specific responsibility. That's my take. Dustin, what do you think?
Yeah. I mean, well, the first thought that came to mind is it's not quite figuring it out later, but building in reserves. Like on our projects, there's anywhere from 20 to 30,000 in just front raised reserves that just sit in a bank account, and it dilutes our ROI. Everything that we can do, it pushes it down a little bit, but the safety and peace of mind it brings, to help us figure it out, because there are going to be curveballs.
Yeah, I think that's a really good. Oh, so sorry. Go ahead.
No, but at the same time, having a plan from the beginning, all right, here's the primary, ours is co-living, and then identifying, a secondary as well. Ours could very easily be midterm rentals. Since we are so close to the school, but especially the hospital, we could pivot.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. In terms of the deal, the rule of thumb is always have more than one exit strategy, right? So let's say you decide to do co-living. Oh, actually, the neighbor across the street is going to make it really difficult for us to operate a co-living property. Does it work? Does it work as a long-term rental? It needs to. It needs to work as a long-term rental every time, probably.
I just want to add to that. Every time I buy a property, the very first thing that I comp it out as is a long-term rental. If you can make it a long-term rental, then you can basically do anything you want with that property. It's endless possibilities.
Long-term rental is a worst case scenario as a backup. Yeah.
And most of my properties are long-term rentals. Which goes to tell you, I could probably be making a lot more money if I got more creative, but maybe I've gotten a little bit lazy, but it works and I'm fine. Yeah. So yeah, I think you always need to have more than one exit. And if you're comping it as a long-term rental, then you automatically have more than one exit. You have a lot of exits. And I mean, even Dustin, him and I, one of our properties, we put a couple $100 into it every single month because it's not breaking even. What happened there?
Well, this is the same property with HOA.
This property.
Essentially, there's a temporary assessment with a couple things. It was the property taxes, actually. It's not a long-term spike. There was some sort of, the county charged more than normal for a project or something like that, because it'll go back down.
Okay.
And it should actually be soon. Very soon. But yeah, just one of the variety of curveballs that can come along the way.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's good for this episode.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys tomorrow.